So today we're going to review the mini bridge. This is an exercise that I give to many clients when we know that we need to get the lower fibers of the glutes engaged and not overworking the hamstrings. So we lie on our back and we take our roller and we're going to bring the hips up and place the roller under the middle of your pelvis. You want to make sure that the roller is not under your low back, but you also want to make sure if you bring your legs up that the roller is not going to scoot away. We're going to have our feet comfortably parallel. We don't want them in too tight where there's too much compression in the back of the knee, but we want to have this position where your knees are over your ankles and you can easily press down into the feet. From here, we're just going to start with a little tuck and tilt. So we place your hands on your pelvis, fingers towards your pubic bone. We want to keep your ribs and chest nice and relaxed. So you'll take a breath in, and as you exhale, we want to do what we call a tuck, where you're sinking your belly to spine and you're drawing your pubic bone towards your belly button. Now when we do this, we want to stay relaxed in the glutes and light in your feet. Another sip of air, and as you exhale, you do what we call a tilt, where you simply untuck your pelvis and you can feel the weight of your pelvis heavy on the roller. The key is, as you exhale and tuck your pelvis, light feet, relax glutes, so you're using the muscles of the pelvis to create the tuck. And then when we tilt, that you're moving your pelvis without lifting your ribs. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, tilt. So this is a differentiation move, where we're differentiation moving of your pelvis to movement of your rib cage. Now, this is really important for back health and really evident in movements like when you're swinging a golf club, you need your pelvis and ribs moving independent of each other. So now we want to land in your tilt with your pelvis heavy on the roller. We're light in the feet, heavy in the pelvis. You can place your hands on the side of the roller just to help maintain stillness of the roller. And all we want to do is we prepare as you take a breath in. And as you exhale, you want to change where you're now heavy in your feet and light in the roller. You can see here that I'm still on the roller, but rather than my pelvis being heavy, I push into my feet, and now I'm just de-weighting a little bit. Now, before we move again, I'd like you to focus on pressing your feet away from your seat. So it's just an energy thing, more of a thought than a thing. And then narrow your knee angle just a little bit. And then on your next exhale, all you want to do is lift from the lower fibers of your glutes as you reach your knees over your toes. Ribs stay heavy. So you really want to get that activation of the lower glutes. Take a breath in, and exhale, you come down, and you become heavy on your pelvis and light on your feet. Again, we're in your tilt. As you exhale, heavy feet, light pelvis. Breathe in again. As you exhale, I want you to think feet away from your seat, narrow your knee angle, and from your lower glutes, you lift, but more that energy of your hips, thighs, and knees reaching over your toes. Breath in and exhale to come down. We're going to go one more time like this. Heavy pelvis, light feet. Take a sip of air. As you exhale, become heavy feet, light pelvis. Another breath, and as you exhale, push your heels away from your seat. Activate your inner thigh by narrowing the knee angle and reach your knees over your toes. Breath in and exhale to come down. So another variation is you take the roller and you place the roller between your thighs, just below your knees. You're going to be in a neutral pelvis where you can feel the weight of your pelvis on the mat. Breathe in. As you exhale, you're going to push your heels away from your seat. Squeeze your thighs and knees into the roller. But as you come up, really take that energy of your knees over your toes. As this energy is moving forward, you may also notice there's a sense of energy of your pubic bone moving towards your belly button. Inhale and exhale, come down. So one of the telltale signs, if you're really using your glutes well, is that you're not cramping in your hamstring. So if you're feeling your hamstrings are tightening up, I want you to put your fingers on the lower fibers of your glutes. And as you start to move, really get that activation of the lower glutes contracting and drawing in towards your sits bone. Correct it? Squeeze that roller, reach your knees over the toes, and exhale to come down. One more time. Relax the glutes, light feet. As you exhale, press into your feet. Use the lower glutes, squeeze them towards your sits bones, press into the roller, and reach your knees over your toes. Inhale, throat is open, and exhale to slowly come back down and stay. Good job. Do that every day, and I promise you, you will have a good connection through your glutes, and when our glutes are strong, everything works better.